Hey, what is up guys? I am Hippie. I want to welcome you back to a brand new Wynncraft video for you guys today. Now, before we get going, I must apologize. I'm still a little bit sick and my voice just hasn't had a chance to fully recover yet, so I apologize for that. Before we get into the video though, I have two things real quick that I want to say. The first thing is, I was just recently on a series called Weekly Win on Mr. Sebelonian's channel. Now, most of you guys are probably already subscribed to him, but if you aren't, then you should probably go check out that video and consider subscribing to him. He's a pretty awesome dude, and he's incredibly funny, so I think you guys should go subscribe to Mr. Sebelonian. Now, the other thing is that I wanted to announce that when Gavel comes out, I have a challenge for myself. I am running the largest marathon I have ever done before. I am going to upload a video on Gavel every 4 hours, as long as I possibly can. If I can make it 10 days, then I'll make it 10 days. If I can make it a month, then I'll make it a month. You guys will be getting them every 4 hours. I promise you this. You can go check them out. You can go, I don't know, set an alarm clock to wake up at midnight to make sure I've uploaded my video. Whatever you want to do, I promise you it'll be out there. It'll start on the morning at 6 o'clock one day, 10, 2, 6, 10, 2, and keep on going like that. Now, let's go ahead and get into the video now. So, we all know that Gavel is right around the corner and like incredibly close this time, and I decided to compile a list. This is the top 5 things that you will need to know before Gavel launches. Number 5. Now, some people seem to think that since Gavel has taken this long to get to where we are with this finely polished material, that it's going to be 100% complete. Now, that's just not going to happen, fellas. You guys are going to have to be able to realize that. Now, Greenhead recently just said in the official live stream the other day that a lot of the higher levels, around 80 and 90, are not completely finished, in the sense that they don't have a whole lot of quests for them. Now, no need to be getting worried or afraid or anything like that. Green also said that later on, in a couple of weeks after Gavel has been fully released, there will be another sort of, I guess, a miniature update for quests like that later on. He also said something about smaller updates, like 1 or 2 quests at a time and stuff like that. I think that's quite a cool idea, but I feel like some people are going to be disappointed no matter what, because I think some of you guys, or some guys in general, may just think that, oh, you know, it's taken a year, it must be 100% done. But guys, it's not, I guess, in my opinion, reasonable to think. So, I guess you guys should keep that in mind when you're ready for Gavel. Let's go ahead and move on. Number 4. Wynncraft will now have its own official texture pack. Before this update, before the texture pack, there wasn't an official one. People had made some, but there wasn't an official one. It just kind of relied on us to make our own or find our own that looked nice for it. But it's actually a really cool one. It's really well done. I would love to show you guys some of them, but I think it's best if we just leave it up to a surprise to as many people that haven't already seen it, that haven't gone on the forums or haven't gone on the live stream. The texture pack looks absolutely beautiful, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to number 3. Number 3. Potions are going to be very important. Now, you get potions from drops, or maybe you'll buy one here and there, whatever it is, you'll end up with potions one way or another in your inventory. However, not a lot of people use them. I know personally, any potions I get, they end up getting thrown straight out onto the floor. However, with Gavel shortly coming up, you might want to go ahead and hang on to these potions here, because they're going to be a little bit different. Right now, if you want to drink a potion, you got to hold down that button for quite a long time. It takes a little bit, and it's a little bit of a hassle to do that in battle. However, they've already been greatly improved with the Gavel update. It is now a one-click consumption. You click a bottle and you drink it and you're good to go. The health, they say, is going to be quite important in battles. However, there's also going to be a couple of different potions. One of the ones that I heard them say was a speed potion. That's pretty interesting. The other thing, though, that sounds pretty goddamn amazing, if I do say so myself, is an XP potion. I don't know how long the XP potion lasts. I don't know how much it does, if it's double time or triple time or maybe even half a time XP bonus. Whatever it is, I heard that they're an incredibly rare drop, and that you guys are probably going to want to hang on to them. Maybe for one of those days that you're like, grinding's just sucking. You just go and get a couple of your potions, use them up, and go on a grinding party. But whatever we know that we're going to have to hold on to the potions we have. Let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Number 2. Your current IDs are not going to transfer. Now, I'm sure we've all found ourselves there. After a few too many drunkenness potions out in the tavern, we start bragging to the potion merchant about how big our XP bonus is, or how many loot bonuses we've had over the past week. However, when the Gavel update comes, it's going to be a little bit of a cut to our pride, and maybe even some of our hearts. Because, that's right, the identifiers are not going over because they're going to be changing quite a bit. So for all of you fellers that I know that have been saving your XP, your max XP armor, and your max loot bonus and stuff like that, oh guys, I'm so dang sorry to you. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I guess it's not going to be too bad if you think about it. We'll be able to figure out. We will proceed and we will conquer, even without our super XP armor. Oh, what a shame. Let's just go ahead and move on to the last one. Number 1. Number 1. Everything that you currently know about the Wynncraft server is going to change. I'm not even kidding. Everything from the items, they now look different, but they also have different abilities and perks and effects and side effects, from everything that makes you faster to slower to hitting quicker to hitting slower. And who else knows what else is going to be coming with the Gavel update, along with the armor doing different things to you and causing different play styles from what you're wearing and what you're holding. You might have to go a little bit slower for some mobs, or a little bit faster for some mobs, or take a distance, or get in close. It's so different from what we currently know that I think it's going to take us a little bit to get used to it. And that's one thing that I think we need to keep in mind. And the other thing is the mobs are changing so much. Grian said in the stream that there's mobs that will run at you or charge you. There's mobs that will run away from you. There's mobs that will team with you or team against you. There's so many different changes happening to the fighting and combat of this game that I think it's the most important thing that we're going to have to remember and that we need to know when we're getting ready for Gavel. I think that's all of the items though. So yeah. All top 5 things that you need to know when going into Gavel. Alright guys, real quick before we wrap up this video, I just want to give a quick thanks. I know that the chances of these guys seeing this are really slim, but I think the chance is great enough to take it. I want to give a personal thank you to all of the people that work on this server. Whether it's the moderators like Mr. Sebelonian or Igvarb on Squid, keeping the server safe and relatively friendly for people to play on, or if it's the builders like Stratfjord and, I know I didn't pronounce his name right, I apologize, Hams or Pinto, or those guys keeping this server looking so beautiful, all the way up to the people that are actually keeping it running and keeping the storyline amazing like Green and Salted, or Needler's music. I mean, there's so many different people putting in so many different flavors and little extra kicks and pops into this server. I just want to give a personal thank you to all of those guys, and I'm so honored and proud that I can be a part of your guys' community. Thank you guys so much. I have been Hippie, and I will see you guys next time.